raped, y'all. I got too many people getting raped now. I gotta stop with all of this rape now. We gotta stop with all of this rape, y'all. We gotta stop with all of this rape now.
So
we gotta stop with this motherfucking rape now. And listen, stop that rape. You gotta stop that rape. 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 One more rape, no more rape. No more rape, no more rape. Just one more rape, no more rape. No more rape, no more rape. Gotta stop that shit. Stop that shit. Stop that shit. Stop that shit. Gotta stop that rape. Stop that rape. Stop that goddamn motherfucking rape now. Stop that rape. Stop that. You gotta stop that rape. Cut it out. Stop that rape. Stop the rape. You gotta stop that rape. Stop the rape. Stop that rape. Cut it out. You gotta stop that rape. Stop the rape. Stop that rape. Stop the rape. You gotta stop that rape. Cut it out. Stop that rape. Cut it out. You gotta stop that rape. Cut it out. Stop that rape. Stop the rape. You gotta stop that rape. Hey, Greg, Bob, John, how are you guys? Oh, Rebecca, good to see you. Come on in. Everybody come on in, grab a drink, get those clothes off. Let's get in the pool. Get in the pool. Time to get in the pool. It's summertime. Time to get in the pool. Everybody come in. Get up in the pool. Get a little drink on. And get up in the pool. I need you to get in to the motherfucking pool right now. I need you to get in to the motherfucking pool right now. Let's go, everybody get into the pool. Get up in the pool, get in right now. Everybody get on up in the pool. Get in the goddamn pool! Alright? Into the fucking pool! Summertime. 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 Get up in the pool right now, baby girl. That's summertime. That's summertime. Get up in the pool, baby. And that's summertime. Okay, I'm starting to get upset. I'm starting to get a little pissed. If you motherfuckers don't get up in the pool, I'm gonna get real fucking upset. Get up in the pool right now. Get up in the motherfucking pool. Get up in the pool right now. Goddamn it, get up in the motherfucking pool. Come on, get up in the pool. 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 Rebecca, get up in the pool. Bob, get up in the pool. Shemma, get up in the pool. Everybody up in the pool right now, y'all. Get up in the pool. Get up in the pool. Get up in the pool. Get up in the pool.
Oh. 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 What's up, Dominique? One more time. Ooh, baby, one more time. What is up? Thank you. Mark Rebillet. What up, Mark Rebillet? That's the dude that's doing all the music. In case you were wondering. Hey, perfect. Sugar for my coffee. I hope it's still good. Yeah, it looks okay. He does, Mark Rebillet, he does these really cool musical numbers that I really like. And I can't tell if what he does is easy or extremely complicated. It's like a fine line between chaos and what have you not. What up, everybody? What up, everybody in the chat? Red Dreaded Nation. Avatar Dominique, what's up? Anthony, what's going on? You're about to hit 200,000 subscribers. Can't wait for that. Yeah, it only took 4 years. It's no big deal. It ain't no big deal. Like, imagine thinking that subscriber numbers mean as much as they used to back in the day. Imagine thinking your popularity was dictated by your subscriber count or your view count at this point in time. It's quite interesting in some form or fashion. The way people still hold that against you, or with you, or against you, but quite odd. I was just having, like, I just got this job for an audition. Hold on. I'm sorry. I just got this job to do a commercial where they want me to react to something. So I'll be shooting this commercial next week, and obviously a good amount of it is because of what they saw on YouTube, but it had nothing to do with like sub numbers or anything like that. They just liked what they saw, and they were just like, yeah, come on, we need you. And I was like, shit, I gotta get paid. Hell yeah, I'll sign up, like that. My girl was asking me about it because she was like, what's the product about? I'm like, I don't know. Like, who's the company? I'm like, I don't know, some company. I'm like, how much are they paying? I was like, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, yeah, take that job. I was like, let's go. Ashu, what's up? Okay, my friend, what's up? Concept, what is up, everybody? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're doing swell on this wonderful Saturday. What's going on here? Let's bring that a little down. Yeah. We're going to go down a little bit more like that. Okay, we're going to go down a little bit like that. A little bit like that. Let me double check the Twitter. Yep, okay, that's good. All right. Yeah, man. So, today's subject for Saturday of chatting, I guess we're just going to see how are you guys doing? Because we are going deep, getting deep into this quarantine situation. You know, it ain't no joke anymore. It is not a joke anymore. we're going, we're like a month into this. For some countries, it's been like 2 months. Uh, and, for me, it's a little weird because Japan, what up, Vision Tune? What's up, Ace of Shack? For me, as I've always tried to keep you guys updated on what's going on here with Japan and with how things are going up and down. God damn, Ace, you got sent back to the UK? That is, well, I was gonna say terrible, but it's understandable. It's probably for the best, but damn, that sucks, man. That really sucks. But yeah, a lot of people are in the. So Ace was living in Japan, if you guys aren't familiar, but he was under a student visa, so that makes sense. Like they're sending all the students are basically having to go back to their home country. A lot of my students that are living in America uh, came back to Japan last week or so. So it reminds me a lot of the Tohoku earthquake, guys. It's crazy. It's almost exactly shades of exactly what happened during the giant to- major earthquake that happened in 2011, if I remember, because I was actually a university student out here in Tokyo at that time, and I remember so many people. Like, it's interesting to me in some sense if Japan, if the roles were reversed, if the roles were reversed, I think the coronavirus would have had me going back to America, and that, for the most part, I think that's crazy to think about that. The earthquake, the giant earthquake, didn't get me to leave Japan, but had the roles been reversed, and at that moment in time where I was in that point as just a student only, I'm pretty sure the coronavirus would have had me coming back to LA, which is crazy to think about that. That is crazy. But yeah, anyway, so where Japan's in this weird situation right now is, as I've mentioned before, the prime minister a few weeks ago was talking about how everything is kind of cool and our testing is much lower and our rates are much lower than other countries, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, that was just a bunch of bullshit. Basically, like, as some people really expected, that was a bunch of bullshit to save face and, like, try to keep the Olympics. And then the moment the Olympics came out, it's kind of funny because you would think there would be more people talking about how they just straight, like, withheld numbers and whatever. Like, you'd think there would be more people angry about this situation, because this isn't the first time, like, politicians in Japan have done that sort of shit. Like, almost everything people were saying about Tohoku, about the Fukushima Daiichi, the nuclear power plant, nobody was trusting anything that those dudes were saying. Back then, like, I was getting all my information from the military, and that was all I needed to know about how dire the situation is with Fukushima Daiichi, or with the nuclear power plant. Like, so it's just funny to me because I remember when Abe was when the prime minister was talking about how everything, our numbers are lower. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about all that. Like, you want to believe it. It's funny what false hope will do to you, because you want to believe it. You want to believe that things are going to be better, or things are better. But it's funny how all the numbers are now going up now. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, Vision 2, and I know what's up. My cousin, what's up, man? I had to, anyways, Los Angeles YMCA Furlong 95% of its staff. I have to be the caretaker to my camp, and everyone is gone. We, as an association, are losing millions. Yeah, man, like, everybody is hurting right now. It's crazy. Like there's like nowhere to go. So let me finish my story just to let you guys know where I'm at right now. So Japan was fucking with the numbers, of course. And now at this point, since we don't have the Olympics that we're trying to hold out for, since we're fine with that, like now that that's gone, the numbers are going up, and now the governor of Tokyo is finally stepping in, and she's like, "Yo, what the fuck are you people doing going out for these Hanami parties? The cherry blossoms are in bloom right now, and that's a once a year event essentially, where you can go see the cherry blossoms blooming and everything, and that's also the problem is that attracts a lot of people to major crowds, and the governor of Tokyo was like, what the fuck what are you people doing? Like, go stay home, like stop going out and everything. And she's between a rock and a hard place right now because they want to do a complete shutdown of Tokyo. She wants to do a complete shutdown of Tokyo, but the prime minister, which is essentially kind of like Trump, doesn't want to shut down Tokyo because understandably Tokyo runs on, Tokyo essentially supports all of Japan for the most part. Like, we don't have Tokyo, shit is wild. Shit goes nuts, man. Like, everything is run. Like, imagine Final Fantasy VII, right? And that main town, that main area is like the lifeblood of the rest of Japan. What you call it? And so Shinra is trying to keep this shit going, right? Now, what's happening is this weekend we are having kind of a soft lockdown. Excuse me a second. That's not Corona. That's just me having something in my throat. So what's happening is we're having a soft lockdown this weekend, and it's really weird because like Starbucks is closing, all the amusement parks are closing, all the parks are basically closing. If you want to see an idea of how it works, how it looks, let me see if I can bring it up. Hiko Simon, let's see. So, I found it. Okay. So here we go. I'll show you guys. This is the prime minister, and he's the one saying like, "Yup, don't shut down Tokyo. We're gonna lose a lot of money." Blah blah blah. But then this is the governor of Tokyo, and this is kind of sucks too because because she's a woman, people don't trust her ass and don't give her enough credentials or respect in that sense. But she's like, yo, I'm gonna shut this fucking place down if you guys don't stay away from these Hanami parties and whatever. So we're being told, don't go to the parks, don't crowd the river area. Like, the people gotta take this seriously. And ironically, we went from like the cleanest country, like cleanest and like most respected country in terms of the handling the coronavirus, to being the most ignorant now because everybody's just kind of wanting to go out or ignorantly bliss, so to speak. So let me show you if I can find it. I guess it wasn't here. I saw it somewhere. There was a picture that showed like all the Hanami areas being closed. Nah, I can't find it. But it was interesting. They put out like these barricades and everything to keep people from going and seeing the Hanami and what have you, or the Sakura. But yeah, we're basically set up for essentially a we're essentially having a soft lockdown this weekend, and if that doesn't work, if we can't shut down the curb, if we can't lower the curb, then what's going to end up happening is Tokyo is just going to go into a full-fledged shutdown, and everybody's going to be doing remote work. That's what all the companies are essentially preparing for. I got a letter from my company saying that we will probably try to be doing remote work, which means I would be teaching English lessons via Skype or something like that. But the biggest problem is, so this situation with lockdowns essentially hurt in terms of people living in Japan that are freelancers like myself, is, we're paid per class. So, even yesterday I only had 3 lessons, which was like nothing. Normally I have like 10 or 8 or whatever. And so I had we are essentially considered essential workers, right? So even if things get locked down, our business is considered like essential work right now, because if we don't work, we don't get paid, right? But we would be shifting over to Skype style lessons, and not everybody can do that. I obviously have the means to do work at home because I'm already set up that particular way because of YouTube and Twitch and all that other stuff. I essentially could run a few different offices because I'm here in like a 3-4 room type apartment. That's just how I'm living. So I'm good for doing video conferencing and all that stuff. But a lot of students wouldn't be able to use Skype, so that's going to hurt either way. So it's a very tricky situation. If it wasn't for Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube, I would be shitting bricks right now. But luckily, we good, or we should be good on that. And I personally, I prefer that I rather we fully shut down or don't shut down at all. Like, I rather one or the other, because the main reason is right now, this particular situation, if I'm only having like 2 or 3 classes a day, I have to go to the office, and then I have to sit in the office for like 5 hours. And if I don't prepare early and bring my laptop, I can't actually get editing done. However, if I'm at home and I'm only doing a few lessons over Skype, the time when I'm not working, I can actually be doing something for YouTube and doing something for Patreon. So that works in my benefit if we go on a full lockdown instead. That's for me personally. For me, that would work better for me, just because I can work on my other projects and get other stuff done. But it wouldn't work for a good amount of other people. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem is, and a lot of people don't really, have never really prepared for a crisis like this, Anyways, I'm bracing for the impact in Florida. The weekly Wednesday What's Up have evolved to Akasan Saturday mornings. Yes and no. It just depends on what I was doing. Last week I was filming Birds of Prey for Patreon, so I didn't really have time to make a weekly Wednesday What's Up. It hasn't really changed. It's just the fact that there wasn't really much I wanted. I was going to give you guys a schedule update, but I was just like, nah, it's all good. I'm bracing for the impact In Florida, I have a friend in New York who is a nurse saying it's absolutely devastating up there. Yes, it is, man. Shout outs to New York. It is fucking wild right now. And I actually feel bad. I actually feel bad for the people that are trying to leave New York and go somewhere else. Like I don't particularly see the problem with people that if they have the financial means to go rent an Airbnb and just go stay somewhere quiet for 2 weeks and stay inside. Like I've been seeing articles about people going up to the Hamptons and all that. Like like Rhode Island is trying to kick out New Yorkers and things like that. I'm like, of all things, that's actually much better. Like I thought, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. Personally, like I'm still debating if I want to go to Okinawa for Golden Week, which is a month from now. Like I feel like if things still continue to get worse, that'd be the best place to be right now. Like I live on the outskirts. I'm in Wayne Manor, the outskirts of Gotham. So I'm on the outskirts of Tokyo, so you know it's not as bad in terms of like the panic or whatever. But going into the city, yeah, man, you can definitely feel it. So you know, yeah, yeah. I mean, the main thing, especially with New York, the main thing though is as long as people just try to keep a cool head, but you know, Summer of Sam and Do the Right Thing situation, like it's only luckily it's not hot right now as far as I know, because the moment it gets hot in summer, New York, holy shit, like they better try to get that shit under wraps before it gets hot, because that heat will make motherfuckers go crazy. Like that's my biggest concern in New York. Like they got to get that shit under control before it gets real crazy. I lived in Shinjuku. I can imagine the panic. Well, you know, it's not panic. It's just, you know, when we say panic, we're thinking like fucking World War Z and people going crazy, right? Nah, it's like more just like soft people lined up buying stuff and just going home, and it's just quiet. You don't really see it, but you can feel it. I guess that's the best way you can imagine. You can just kind of feel it. But like I'm saying, like I'll show you what's his name. The thing I don't like is you're seeing people going out and trying to party, and what's this? Get a Life Japan. Okay. Where is it? So this was last week. See, this was the thing that I guess Japan thought that people were going to be like sociably responsible. This was last week, and you're like, what are you doing? Like, yeah, why are you going out? But notice it's a good amount of these people are foreigners. I noticed that as well. So look at this. It's crazy, right? I thought I saw a picture from him earlier about how they tried to take photos, but maybe he deleted it because a lot of people are getting super shamed for posting pictures of like going out or whatever. Then you got this weirdo here. Like, example, here's a dude that's essentially like the Florida spring breaker of Japan. People are fucking dying around the world right now over this shit, and people want to have Corona parties. It's like fucking ridiculous. What was that one thing I was seeing the other day? Like, and people are getting called out on it, which is really good. I think that they need to get called out on it. What was the one that he made was Okay, maybe it's not here anymore. He probably deleted it where he was just like, man, they shut down the parks. This country is such trash. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, it's not even here anymore. He's like, oh, they shut down the park. This country is trash. Like, yep, it's gone. So funny. So funny. Oh, there we go. Here we go. They closed down the parks right here. They closed down the parks. This country is a fucking joke. Yeah, well, like that's what I'm saying. So, like, it's people like that is really fucking things up, and you know, you be that type of person that's gonna end up on the news talking dumb, saying, you know, well, if I get corona, I get corona. YOLO. Fucking stupid, man. And then it's not even foreigners just doing it. Here's another guy in Japan. Oh, did that get... Oh, here we go. Here's another... Ah, man. Some of the replies. Here's another guy. He's getting interviewed right here. And he's basically saying that he's not worried about corona because dancing will make the virus go away. And the fucking governor. The governor's face is like, you stupid motherfucker. Like, and that's actually become a meme of all these people just fucking... Yo, Japanese memes are legit as funny, if not funnier, than American or worldwide fucking... Look at this shit, dude. Like, some of the shit that they make, like, Japanese people be making is just, like, the funniest shit, man. Oh, and then in Italy, I believe this one is Italy, where they got people talking about, yo, motherfucker, this isn't I Am Legend, you're not Will Smith, get the fuck home. Like, this guy, I think he's, like, the mayor or something, and where is this? Peru. So this is like the governor or the mayor of Peru. He's literally going out telling people to get the fuck home. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Go home. He's like, go play some... What did he say? He said, video... He said, go play some video games, asshole. Like, what are you doing at the park? Go home. Like, yo... Why does it seem like this governor has more power than she doesn't? She has power over Tokyo. That's how it goes. She has power over Tokyo, where Shinzo Abe, you know, he's essentially like the president. So he can just do mild suggestions and things like that, but and he can do nationwide action, but she's running shit in Tokyo for the most part, which is so fucking funny though. Like, some of these memes, I'm dying, dude, at this shit. Like, anyways, what else? What's messed up is the U.S. government finally passed a stimulus bill and to send out the money to the U.S. I personally don't think that's a good idea. But get this, the money will be deducted from our 2020 tax return balance. Of course it will. Yeah. Like, that when I read that shit with that $2 trillion fucking number, I'm like, we as a people, we're not going to be seeing that money. Like, we're not going to be seeing that money. I saw a good meme on Instagram talking about $1,200 in Rhode Island. No, $1,200 in Texas versus $1,200 in Los Angeles. Real big difference, for reals, man. Real big difference. Let's get some music in the background. Shout outs to the 21 people watching right now. Appreciate ya. Stop that rape. Stop that rape. The fuck? Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Can you guys even hear the music? Yeah. I don't know how long she's been governor. She's been governor for a good minute now, though. Like, I remember, like, interesting enough, Abe has been prime minister for a long time, ever since I'm here and shit. All right. Fuck it. Let's change the subject a little bit. Um, um, a little bit. Animal Crossing. I've been loving Animal Crossing. The game is great. I'm getting freaked out because it looks like the governor is like looking at me and shit. Yeah. You guys can hear the music, right? All right. And we've been all right. The Animal Crossing, that game is fucking great. I've been playing so much. My girlfriend's playing it right now. After this, after I take a few calls, I'm going to jump on Twitch. And we're just going to have a nice chill session of playing Animal Crossing. Avengers Island is coming along nicely. I just got a Yamcha patch that I put onto my beach. So if you want to visit Avengers Island, there's no fruit right now. But next week, I think next week we're going to have cherry blossoms in Animal Crossing. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. I'm eating instant noodles right now. Yeah. I do know how to tarantula farm. It's great. I haven't used it yet, but my visitor center is closed down. I think today they're going to be opening up the new building, which is going to be even better. Looking forward to that. And that's it. What's some other comic news I wanted to give you guys real quick? Flash is still canceled indefinitely for a while. Yeah. My girlfriend just messaged me right now about 30 minutes ago. She can't use the her entrance is covered, like her Sphinx and all that other stuff. She put her place right behind the visitor center, but now that it's no longer a tent, her house is all blocked and shit. It's great. My other thing that I'm going to be planning to do in the near future is cross breeding flowers. That would be good. I want to get them purple flowers. That's what I want. I want the purple flowers. But I definitely have a really cool idea of what I'm planning to do. I'm building Wakanda on Avengers Island. That's my idea. It's gonna be great. Will I resume I finished The Last of Us already. Yes. I'm gonna put a metal fence around the house. Yep. The Last of Us is coming soon. You be playing Resident Evil Resistance Beta. I don't even know what that is. Is that like Resident Evil 3 or whatever? I don't know if I would. I didn't plan to. Yeah. Have you seen the new Marvel comic book characters everybody's been talking about? I wouldn't say that everybody has been talking about it. I think that shit was a topic for a minute before Corona started hitting, and that's it. That's all it's been. It's been a minor talk, and people kind of moved on from it, and it shouldn't be made a big deal. It's like whatever. It's like if they want to do it, do it. But you know the real definition or the defining point is going to be in the sales if it sells well or not. I don't shit, like there's so much shit out there at this point. There's so much shit out there at this point. So much content out there that people don't have time to be fucking around and being fake upset, fake offended over these small things that come out. Like, it's just, our lives are way too short to be caught up in all this shit. Like, and I've said this before, arguing over who the best Spider-Man is, arguing over how Star Wars, what it could have been, arguing over the Snyder Cut. Like, there's so much other stuff you could be enjoying instead. That's what I'm talking about. So, that's what I'm talking about. All right. I was going to give you guys some information on The Flash because I think they're kind of coming back, but not really, because as you guys know, in Vancouver, all the production for everything has just shut down. And so everything has just, TV has just kind of gone on repeat right now. And so The Flash has been one of the ones that has been affected the most because it has the most fans and things like that. Even The Walking Dead, I was surprised to hear that the season finale of The Walking Dead will not be coming on time because of they hadn't wrapped yet, or post-production hadn't wrapped. So that's crazy to me. But it sucks. It sucks that that's gonna happen. But you know, sometimes that's what happens. Also, before I forget, make sure you guys check out my student, Yamato Maya. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. She has a new video that came out. Yamato Maya. She has a new video that just came out. Oh, she actually has a website. This is my student. She went to Bali, I think. This is the old one. So, this one. Her third single just came out. It's called By Your Side. You can check that out if you want to see the video. I believe it's on YouTube, I would hope. It's on YouTube. She sent it to me during Instagram, via Instagram. Okay, nothing's going on here. Huh. I don't know where it is. See, this is the one. This was actually shot in Shonan area. When I first met her, she just finished rapping this one. But there's another one, which is funny because these are none of her friends. These are like all actors. They were all picked by the agency to come in and like act like they were friends and shit. Like they shot that in a day though, which is really cool though. I mean, I don't know. All right. Never mind. Hell yeah, she's talented. She's a good kid. She's cool. I really like working with her. This one? No. Never mind. Alright, I'm gonna move on from that. I was trying to get you the information because the world of Flash is acting weird. Instagram is Instagram is acting really strange. I was just trying to get the information for you about the Flash. Oh well. Anyways, I think from what I remember, the Flash is coming back on the 7th. Things will change, but the Flash is coming back on the 7th, and April 7th. And then, depending upon what the situation is going to be like in the near future, it may be, it may continue to go on repeat, or they might finish the season. Nobody really knows, guys. That's the weirdest thing. But at this moment in time, as far as I know, the Flash is coming back for the few episodes that they have right now. It's going to be coming back on the 7th. So, fuck, I don't know why Instagram's fucking broken right now. Ugh. Yeah. What else? Yeah, we're doing the Animal Crossing stream after this. I definitely heard about the OnlyFans leak. 4 gigs. I went out and I ran out and I bought a 4 terabyte drive to get that. Nah, I'm just kidding. I didn't really look into it too much because there's nobody I would really like. It's kind of weird. Like, for me, the thing with OnlyFans is like, I'm like, unless you have like a personal, I feel like unless you have some sort of personal connection, it's just kind of weird seeing a bunch of amateur nudes floating around or whatever. No big deal. Will you be streaming the Resident Evil 3 remake? No. Am I watching WrestleMania? No. That's it. Yeah. No, they did not finish all the They did not finish all the calls, all the filming of the Flash. All right, guys, let's take some calls because I'm getting a little burnt out. Let's take some calls. You know the deal. Let's see how this goes. Do you have people to stay at home? I guess I do. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Let's lock and load, guys. It's time for the calls. We'll take a few calls, and then I'm going to bounce over to Animal Crossing. I like my seat, but I don't like the setup. If I sit here for too long, so my stomach starts to hurt after a while. Oops, I forgot to message my mom. Let her know I'm doing okay. Whoops! Do I have any mods in the chat? Just making sure. I think, thank you! I was just mentioning that. Thank you. Ex-lover on the fucking dot here, baby. On the dot. On the dot. Call me up, baby. Make it good. Make it nice. Make it wild. If you just need to talk about the quarantine, tell me how you're doing with the quarantine. Let's find out. Alright, let's see if this works here. Comics Plus. What's going on?
Punjabi from Chicago.
Hold on, one more time. Say that one more time. We didn't catch that.
This is Punjabi, Chicago.
Cool. Where are you calling from?
Chicago.
Oh, okay, cool, man. How you doing in Chicago?
You answer you.
Alright, I just turned off my Wi-Fi. Maybe this is better. Alright, can you how are you doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that connection is not working. My friend, can you hear us? Are you there? Oh my God, we lost them. Okay, let's try that. Let's see if we can get a better call. Give us a call. See what's up. That was weird. Yes, I'm using Skype, so sooner or later, I rather run this all through the computer. It's kind of funny, I was just talking about that. But I'm using my phone with Skype so I can see your numbers in display. In the future, I definitely want to be just running Skype, running the phone number through there. But yeah, I don't know if the audio. Let's try another call here. Give us a call, 213-674-6007. 213-674-6007. I'm also in a bit of a pocket room. The Wi-Fi is in a few... Hold on, let me move the Wi-Fi real quick. If anybody actually, that does remind me, if anybody actually knows of a good Wi-Fi booster, so you can have like Wi-Fi in every room, I'd appreciate that as well. All right, let's try it again. Because it's going through layers and layers of signals, so it may not be working. If Tokyo goes on lockdown, then I'm definitely going to need to have that ready to go. That's for damn sure. The phone lines are open, folks. 213-674-6007. 213-674. 6007. I think I did pay my phone bill, right? Here's a caller. All right, here we go. Comics Plus, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, Akasan? This is Ashu. I'm just calling back.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you for calling. So you're calling from Chicago, right?
Yeah.
All right. How's it going over there right now? How are you surviving?
I've been surviving well, to be honest. At first, I thought it was going to be a little bit crazy. Like, the first 2 days, I kind of felt like... It's funny, I felt like it was Robin Pattinson's character from The Lighthouse.
Nice.
Other than that, just... Yeah.
So what kind of style are you in right now? Are you full quarantine, or is your city locked down? Like, everybody's a little different. What's Chicago like right now?
Well, so with mine, it's really weird because mine is technically shut down, but still a lot of the grocery stores, gas stations, and like a lot of the hospitals are still open. So it's like a full shutdown, but there's still a lot of the other like main necessity stores and places that
essential
are still
work, right? Essential work.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And how about your job? Do you work normally?
Well, I'm currently in college right now, so like a lot of my assignments are now in like online sessions. So we have to do like an online Skype thing where we meet up for like an hour or 2 hours, and then they give us like a lot of these other discussions and shit.
How are you liking that? Do you actually like it, that style, or what?
I mostly prefer face-to-face stuff, but like the way that they're doing it right now with like these Skype meetings, I don't mind that at all. We just did like a little Skype meeting on Monday, and it wasn't that bad. It was actually really good.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. So other than that, everything's fine.
What have you been doing just to keep going? Like not to go. Can you go outside and take walks, right?
Yeah, we can go outside, take walks, but we just can't be around other people.
Got it. So you were saying how you were feeling like kind of stir crazy in the beginning. What have you been doing to just kind of like keep from losing your mind?
Literally, 3 things: movies, TV shows, video games,
Okay, got
and
it.
the internet stuff. Like,
So a mix of everything, basically, like multimedia, but different facets of that media, so you don't get too burnt out, right?
exactly.
Yeah, because especially with TV, there's a like I was saying, I was mentioning last week. It sucks that there's a lot of TV shows of newer content that will not be coming out, and then movies that will not be coming out. But I also feel like now's the perfect time to get caught up on all of those shows that we never watched previously. Watch all those movies that we never watched previously, like that. I think that's a great opportunity right now.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's some of the best stuff that you've watched that you've discovered during this quarantine time?
I've actually been catching up on Altered Carbon season 2.
Nice.
I've been watching a lot of Wes Anderson movies. I've just started the movie called Wind River with like Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen. I just finished watching The Crow. I finished watching Uncut Gems. So yeah, I've just been watching a lot of stuff just to like pass the time.
Yeah, no. I mean, you've been watching some pretty good stuff, actually. Like, because just you naming that stuff off, like, it's so funny to me because I remember those movies existed. I just never made the time to actually go watch it. So yeah, you make a very good point as to some of the benefits of doing that. Yeah, great idea, actually. Man, especially Uncut Gems. That's a movie I just haven't had the time to watch right now. I tried watching World War Z last night, but that shit was a little too real, so I just turned it off.
Yeah, I haven't seen World War Z yet. I'm still trying to watch it. I also got like a lot of other movies. Like I have Spencer Confidential to watch. I have Donnie Darko to watch. I'm rewatching 1917. I'm watching.
Yeah, 1917 was real good. That was one of my favorite movies.
It was really good. It kind of slowed down for me a little bit, like during some parts.
I could see that
because of just how it's like all one take.
Yep.
But I get it. It has to be like real gritty and all that.
Right. Exactly. No, I understand, but that's what I also felt about. That's the problem I had with Birdman was it was all one shot, but it always felt like the movie was running at 90 miles an hour, and I didn't like that feeling because I felt like there was no time to just stop and relax. But I think 1917 did it much better, where they had breaks in the movie where you could just kind of catch your breath for a moment. So yeah. Yeah. Well, awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that the quarantine situation is doing better for you than some other people and such. And hopefully everybody will get back to business. How's the curve with your town, with your area? Like, are you hearing any sort of idea of when the quarantine will be lifted or what have you not?
Well, like, they're saying a lot of this stuff is, like, going to be ending on, like, April, but we really don't know. It could go on until, like, mid-June, July. We honestly don't know. We're just saying April because we just want to, like, calm everybody down.
Yep. Yeah.
People, like, freak out, like...
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Well, let's hope for the best, man, and we're definitely thinking about you out there.
Yeah, thank you. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, thanks for calling in, man. It's good to hear from you.
You too, man. Thank you.
All right, take care. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, guys. I mean, that's the most interesting thing for me. It's weird for me personally. I think I would be kind of fine. You don't really know until the situation happens, but I feel like I would be fine with being locked down. As long as I'm still making money, as long as I can still have my job going and like I can sit here and entertain you guys, host you guys. If anything, being at home alone and doing more and more streams might be better and more beneficial for my YouTube channel. I don't know. I don't know. Playing fucking Animal Crossing and shit. Who knows? As long as I can do something and like I'm blessed to have that opportunity to be able to provide you guys with a voice out there and make a little bit on the side. So, you know, I spend a good amount of my time in my house anyways working. So I don't know. I feel I would be all right, but you don't really know until the liberties are literally taken away from you. You know, you don't really know, in the words of Janet Jackson, you don't really know what you got till it's gone. And so I don't really know, like, you know, I don't go to the cherry blossom season. Fuck it. Like, I don't go out and I don't look at the fucking flowers. I got allergies. I ain't down with that shit, right? So, but if suddenly somebody told me you can't go out anymore, then maybe it's a little more strange. I don't know. I don't know, and maybe next week we might be in that situation, but it's a hard call, especially I guess if you're living with other people too. All right, Comics Plus, what's going on? Who's this?
Hey, it's TJ and Rocker.
Hey, Steven, what's going on?
No, it's Rocker, GJ.
Oh, hey, Jay. Hey, man. How are you doing? Because I know you're really deep in there in Jersey or New York, right?
In New York City, yeah.
Yeah, you're in New York City, man. And yeah, we just talked yesterday on Twitter. How are you holding up? Because I know a coworker of yours died from this particular coronavirus. Were you in contact with them, or were you close?
Well, the thing that they've been doing is they've been doing like 1 day work schedules. So like we would all rotate like 1 day. So I never really saw him for the last couple weeks. So I wasn't really in contact with him. And the thing is, for over here, the only reason that they would test you is that if you were showing symptoms. So if you're not showing symptoms, they don't test you at all.
What are the symptoms considered?
It's like heaviness of breath and coughing a lot and fever and stuff like that. It's basically like a cold, kind of. Yeah.
I heard also red eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard red eyes is a telltale sign.
This week for me was kind of crazy. Yeah.
Why were you feeling?
I got unemployed this week. So.
Oh wait, so your job?
I went from being unemployed and work. Yeah.
Wait, so the same job where your coworker died also you became unemployed from that company?
Yeah. Well, what happened was Monday I was supposed to go in on Tuesday for 1 day, but then my boss called me and he said that they're laying people off because there's not enough work going around. But then what had happened was, when he got with the virus, all the people that were in contact with him, they have to self-quarantine for 2 weeks now, so they can't work. So that's 4 or 5 guys that have to self-quarantine for 2 weeks. So then they brought us back in, and we all work today. And then next week we have to work like 12-hour shifts during work because there's like nobody that can work really.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy right now.
So you were laid off and then you were brought back on, but now currently you're laid off again, or
No, we're brought back on until further notice.
All right. Yeah. God damn, man. What kind of industry is it?
Yeah. I work as a freight elevator operator in a commercial building.
Right. Okay, I remember like that. Yeah, I guess
sometimes there's like no work or something.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, how are you? Are currently you're going out for essential travel then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like they gave us a note. What they did at work, they gave us a note that says we're essential workers. So if the police or anything try to stop us from walking around, you just show them the note and then we go to work.
How is that shit? How's the streets of New York right now? Is it like I Am Legend or what?
Oh my! It's so I've lived here for almost 10 years, right?
Yeah.
I have never seen it this empty in my life.
Damn.
Ever.
Damn.
It's so empty. Like Times Square, there's like nobody.
Wow.
It's literally like you look at Times Square, there's literally nobody there.
Wow.
And Times Square is usually always packed with people like all hours of the day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, that shit really is like I Am Legend right now. That is, but this is real. Well,
Like the first couple of days, it was really crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you? So, do you? What's the latest word right now with New York? Like, any projected into this? Like, any light at the end of the tunnel?
Not yet. Not that I can see. A lot of people at my job are saying this could go on for as long as like 6 months.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wow.
It could be like the schedule for my job is changing. Like we've had like 3 new schedules for my job the past like month.
Wow.
It's been really crazy.
Have you thought any other like alternatives that you have kind of thought about doing? Like, do you live by yourself or do you live with a family?
I live with my mom here.
Okay.
It's me and my mom here. Yeah.
She doing okay?
Yeah, we're doing okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it was just kind of crazy being laid off for a couple of days.
Right. So the main thing, though, well, I guess the main thing is just save your money. I guess that'd be the best thing I could recommend is just all that money that you get right now, just save it. And if you can, what I would say, if you can, while you're going out, like my recommendation to you, I would say, while you're going out there, when you're on the roads of New York, when you're on your way to work, just take a camera, record some of record your commute, filming those empty streets and things like that, and just put it up on YouTube. You just never know, like what type of videos you can get, like, just call it like the daily streets of New York or something like that, because people are curious about that. People want to see that, so you might as well make some money off of that in your daily commute and see if you can get a little bit of revenue on the side from what's going on, and then that'll help you in your situation even more. That's what I would do.
Yeah, the virus became really real today when someone I knew died.
Yeah.
Before then, it was like, oh, it's a virus or whatever. But then when somebody you know dies, it kind of becomes a little real.
Absolutely, yeah. Were they an older person, or were they like about what age?
Yeah, he was in his 60s. He was in his 60s, and he had like a lot of heart problems and stuff like that. So he knew that when he got it, it was kind of like, oh shit.
Wow.
Like, yeah. He had like a lot of surgeries and stuff like that.
Previously, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Oh man.
So like older people that have like problems and stuff, it's gonna be a lot harder for them.
Yeah. No. I feel you. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, this is definitely time to strap in, because it looks like it's gonna be a long ride here. But we're definitely thinking about you over here as part of Red Dreaded Nation. But that's definitely that's what I would think about, man. If you have the ability, just random drives through New York on your way to work, just random recordings. You upload that to Instagram or YouTube and just try to let people know how you're living, and then at the same time you can hopefully get some revenue on the side like that,
Yeah.
That's my recommendation for you. Yeah.
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 Well,
all
right,
man.
Yeah, nice talking to you, man. Stay strong, man, and I'm sure we will talk again when things are better.
No problem, definitely.
All right, thanks, Grim. I'll see you later with the Animal Crossing deal.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Yeah, guys, just remember, this isn't just an isolated incident. This is a world situation. Like, people, you just never know. The person you know could be dead the next day. Comics Plus, what's going on?
Asking, what's going on, buddy? How you holding up?
I am holding up pretty good. Who's this?
This is Matthew Morrison from the chat room.
Gotcha.
I just wanted your thoughts on the Modelo virus coming around.
What the hell is the Modelo? They dropping viruses like mixtapes out here, man. What is the Modelo virus?
Yeah, dude, it's right after the anacornicova virus. The anacornicova virus is the new one. You can get that from getting fucked in the ass, you know?
Okay. So what's this new one
take
about?
It up the ass, don't you?
I got you. Which one is this one? Oh, there you go. Anna Kournikova. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. I should put that dude's phone number on the screen. Hey, what's going on? Comics Plus, who's this? Nobody there. I'm gonna stop taking unknown numbers. The Anna Kournikova virus. The fuck? That's funny. Alright, here we go. Comics Plus, what's going on? Who's this?
Hey, Akasan, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Who's this?
JK, man. You know your friend from Instagram?
Oh, I got you, man. Alright, how you doing?
Well, I'm surviving out here.
Yeah, because you're, I think Jersey, right? Or New York? Or Texas?
Maryland, but
okay.
Maryland, but close to the two.
Close enough. All right, sounds good. So, what's the situation like over there?
Well, over here we're somewhat okay. I mean, all the businesses and everything is closed down. So it's unless it's grocery stores or gas stations, you can't really do anything out here.
Oh, I see. Well, they got food at gas stations, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, some they do.
Okay. Is Uber running? Uber Eats running out there?
I don't know. I know some grocery stores are doing delivery sent to home.
Right.
Doing there now.
Okay. Because I know a lot of places are activating the zero contact rule and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But so your things are locked down, but you're basically kind of in quarantine right now, right?
Basically, I mean, I can still go outside, but I'm choosing not to because I want this to be over. So
word. Well, yeah, I mean, you do need to. I think a lot of people are now. I'm not a professional, so I don't know. So just take this with a grain of salt. But to my knowledge, with quarantine, you can stay in your house, but you should go out at least for a few minutes every day to just soak up some sun, because it's bad for your health to actually stay inside. So as far as I know, you're supposed to go outside for at least 15 to 20 minutes in the middle of the day, so you can at least get a little bit of the sun and not get too sick. Just think Superman, I guess. That'd be the best way.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
So what have you been doing to pass the time then?
Well, to pass the time, usually, what I'm basically doing is that I've been catching up on a bunch of stuff that I really wouldn't have if we were locked in, a lot of Disney Plus shows. Before I called you, I recently just finished the recent episode of Clone Wars.
Nice.
Reading some comics and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, just trying to distract myself.
No, I understand. Yeah, that like I've been saying, now's the best time to start catching up on older things that have come out that you just kind of missed. For me, same deal. I'm just trying to record as much as I can for you guys. My situation obviously is a little different because we still have work and we are still going to work every day here in Japan. So it's harder for me to connect the same way. But and that, I guess that's the point that kind of sucks for me, is because I felt like while everybody's in quarantine, now's the best time for me to be putting the pedal to the editing metal and getting more videos out there for you guys. So try to get that shit on a daily basis. But I'm still working, so I'm being held back right now. And then my editors, I thought that they would be home. 2 or 3 of my editors like dropped off the face of the planet. I hope they're okay, but I thought I was gonna have more videos for you guys, but right now the only thing that I have locked right now is The Witcher and Harley Quinn. Kingdom season 2 should be coming up fairly soon, but you just never know because the situation is constantly changing, and my guys around the world are like, you just never know what happens. So it's very interesting the way this plays on people's schedule and what have you not. So, you know, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Are people are people walking around? Because I thought I saw a video of like people now like going back out again in Japan.
Yep, you did. So as I mentioned a few weeks ago, people were going out, and the prime minister was like, yeah, we're cool. So we were having a lot of conflicting messages. So the prime minister, who is essentially like the president of Japan, he was saying how things are better. We're opening the schools again, and life is doing all right. But then the governor of Tokyo kind of stepped in, and they're like, yo, what the fuck are all you guys doing? Like, stay home. You don't need to go out. Stay home. If you don't need to be out, just stay home. So this is the problem, because with Japan, there's always this like passive aggressive tone, and so we're giving information, but we're not really making a directive. We're basically just suggesting. Literally, like the roughest translation would be like the government is essentially suggesting that you stay home, not mandatory stay home. So we're basically just saying we're suggesting that you stay home over the weekend, but there won't be any penalties or anything if you go out. You'll just be like shamed, socially shamed and shit. So that's why there's a lot of conflicting messages about, you know, what's is it really serious or not? And so and this happens all the time. Every time there's a goddamn national emergency in Japan, there's always this passive type of approach to it, and I don't think that works in this particular situation. So I'm sure if you go out now, the streets should be empty, but you know, tomorrow I go back to work, and I actually have a good amount of students that are coming to see me tomorrow. So it's so weird. Like, I'm glad because I need the money, but at the same time, it's kind of like, if we're kind of supposed to be locked down, we should probably be closed completely. But if we're closed completely, if my job is closed completely, then I don't make any money, and then I'm shit out of luck as well. So because there's no bailouts for Akasan if that happens. So yeah, it's a really messy situation, because like I said earlier, I'd rather they just do all or nothing. Fully shut down or fully open up. Either way, this half-assed approach is not really good for my particular business. So, including YouTube. So, we shall see. I'm sure, in all likelihood, depending upon the results of this weekend, because this is the kind of the test weekend. If cases keep on rising in Tokyo, then we'll probably go on shutdown next week. I'm pretty sure, and then we'll probably go on we'll probably shut down Tokyo until May, which is the start of Golden Week. So which is like Golden Week is basically like 10 to 14 days of holidays put together. So a lot of people go traveling anyways. Yeah. So in all likelihood, that's my guess, is that we're going to test out how this weekend goes. If the reported cases keep on rising, then I'm sure the governor is going to shut down Tokyo for about 2 weeks, going right into Golden Week. And that'll be interesting to see what happens after that. We shall see. Which coincides with Easter.
Situation.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like it's a similar situation because it's like cases, as you know, like over here, cases have been like rising like so fast.
Yeah.
Like every time it does, something gets taken away or something gets shut down, and I find it a little effed up that it happens, like, especially right now, because Monday is actually my birthday, so it's like I'm gonna be quarantined in my house.
Oh no! Yeah. You're gonna have to be just like the people I've been seeing on Twitter, where people just drive by your house and say happy birthday, and that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, damn. I guess it's time for you to start getting that Animal Crossing and having virtual parties at your house and shit. Cause, it's wild.
Because the outside of here is about to look like Last of Us.
Yep, that's or I Am Legend. Either way, right? Yeah. Damn, man.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I mean, hopefully an end will come to that. But you're doing okay on food supplies and things like that.
Yeah, thankfully I'm stocked up right now, so I don't have to worry about that right now.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, all right, man. We'll just hang in there and, just keep doing things to keep your time occupied. A good documentary that I watched the other day, even before Corona was a thing, was it was called Being in... He did 2 versions of it. Both of them were interesting, but being in VR for 1 week, I thought that was really interesting. And then the other one was called Living in Total Darkness for 1 week as well. Very interesting.
I think I've heard of the second one.
Yeah, really interesting the way they did it. I actually thought it was a very well-produced video. I didn't really believe the ending though when he went out into the light like that, because if you're in total darkness for even a few days or whatever, you can't just jump out into the world you can't just jump out into the world immediately like that. You need to wear like protective sunglasses and gradually get your irises back into that. But regardless from that, the rest of the documentary was very interesting. So, and I think we all need a little bit of self-practice for quarantining. Yeah. All right, man. Well, hang in there, man. All right. We're with you.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate it. Yeah.
No problem.
Thank you. All right, guys. I think we will wrap it up there. Appreciate. Oh, right as Clover just dropped that. All right, we'll take one more call. Last call. Okay, Comics Plus. What's up? Hey, what's up? Who's this?
Yo, this is what's up, Akasan?
Hey, sorry, it faded out. Who's this?
Hold on for one. Okay, I got it. Oh, Akasan.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, cool. Sorry, I have my Bluetooth on.
Okay,
so
who's this?
It messes up the sound. My name is Deshaun.
Oh, hey, man.
I was on here.
Gotcha.
I was on here a couple of years, a rapper.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. You did great last time.
Oh, thanks. thanks a lot, man.
Yeah. Are you quarantined up? Because I think you are. I think everybody that calls me is from Jersey or for some reason, but you are in Jersey, right? Or Pennsylvania? One of those. East Coast, right?
Yeah, I'm actually Connecticut.
Okay, that's right. Triple H's hometown.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, you was right though. I was in Jersey.
Right.
But I also got a house in Connecticut. I also got a place in Connecticut, so I commute here for my work. Connecticut is slow. Like you can't, like everybody's just doing drive-throughs only. So like, but everything is like pretty much still the same. Like if you go outside, like there's people playing basketball and shit.
Really?
And stuff like that. Like it's weird because it's like I'm on the fence with this. Like I'm on two sides with this. Like I think the cure sometimes is worse than the poison.
Okay.
What I mean by that is yeah, we should be cautious. We should be aware. We shouldn't be stupid. We should be going out, partying and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm like, pneumonia kills way more people than this shit. Like even today, and it kills babies and kids. Like kids sometimes don't even have a chance with this shit. Not saying we shouldn't be cautious, but I think like shutting everything down to the point where the economy, right, is going at an all-time low. I don't know, man.
Right. Okay.
I don't know if this is the right idea.
But to answer your
question, it's the first time I agree with Trump. It's the first time I agree. Oh, I'm sorry. What you say? I'm sorry.
No, well, because here's the thing: is like there's a. I understand your take on this, but the thing is, ammonia has been around for generations now. We've gotten better at curbing that, and the contagion of ammonia is a completely different situation. We have more of a control about something like ammonia, whereas with corona, we have no idea how this is being activated. We have no idea where it came from. We don't know we don't know what the symptoms are. We don't know how to counter it. There isn't a vaccine for it. And more importantly, this thing is spreading on a faster rate, and it spreads and it connects to people on a faster rate than anything ammonia has ever done. You can feel, when you have ammonia in the beginning, you can feel it and you know it, and you don't feel like going out. When you have corona, you can have that shit for like, as far as I remember, 2 to 3 weeks or something. You can have it and not even know you're carrying it, and then give it to somebody that's going to end up killing them. So that's the biggest difference between corona and ammonia, is the fact that I think we lost Deshaun. We lost him there.
Oh no, I'm here.
Sorry. Somebody else called. Sorry. Okay. Anyways, so we have all these situations. So this is a rapidly growing situation that's killing people, and the worst thing we can do is turn a blind eye or be ignorant to it. And maybe. Speaking of the president, maybe if we hadn't ignored it back in December, maybe the United States wouldn't have been wouldn't be the leading case credentials over China now, that it's in this situation right now. Maybe if we paid a little more attention to it back in December, New York wouldn't be as shut down as it is right now. I don't know. It's hard to say. But that's the biggest situation, is the fact that corona is it's an untested situation, and it's an unprecedented situation, and it's better to be safe than sorry.
I think so too, for sure. Like I think we should be cautious, but like at the same time, it's the same like rhyme to another dime. And what I mean by that is like, is it worth the cure though to destroy our economy? Like the people that are dying from the coronavirus, which isn't even something new, but the people that are dying from it, they already have compromised like health systems. They have compromised immune systems. So it's like, and then I see people say, "Oh, young people dying from it too." Well, it's like the media needs to be quarantined. Like that's the only thing I agree with Trump with, because they're like, I mean, the reason why the Congress is taking so long to pass the bill to give Americans money, which we actually are getting now. I'm not sure if y'all getting that in Japan. Are y'all getting that in Japan?
Nah,
they're sending
hell no.
everybody like $1,000 checks.
Yeah, there ain't nobody sending me $1,000. I wish. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
But
I think
yeah.
like I said, I don't think we should be partying and stuff, like not
Right.
partying or going out and shit like that. But that being said, it's like, yeah, it's a virus.
Yeah.
Like, do we do this to the point where it destroys our economy? So like to the point where everybody goes homeless. Some people are like, some people like me, I'm living check to check. Like if something goes down, like I don't know what I'm going to do.
Right. Well, I mean but see, that's the problem because our economy is also dependent upon ridiculous, expendable entertainment. It's one thing about essential, and that's the reason they make that big difference between essential work and non-essential work. But like, let's just say, for instance, going to the club. Well, if we start saying, okay, don't go to the club, that's DJs, that's waiters, that movie theaters. Yeah. That's essential to their job. They gotta work. So it's hard to call. So it's either everything or nothing. I feel like we gotta make it really black or white, and we hope that this is the best way because I don't know. That's a very Darwinistic way to look at it because it's kind of like if we don't shut down and we just allow everybody to go to work as normal, you're gonna get more carries and it's going to kill a lot more people than it already has, and I don't think that's really a very healthy and moral way to look at things, particularly when that can be somebody close to you. My grandmother, she passed away last year, but if she was alive today, I'd be really expecting sooner or later that corona to catch up to her. So, and then she would be end up being out anyway. So, I don't know if it's worth. I don't really have the right or wrong answer to that, but I definitely think the moral obligation is that we should be trying to save lives as much as possible, regardless of any sort of economy and what have you not. I feel that in times of need that we might lose some of the non-essential things for running an economy, but sooner than later there will be some other way to recover from that. So if we can't have basketball games, then we're going to have a different way of growing that economy years down the line.
Right. But don't you think, like, the people, like, even the number of people that they said that died in China, like, that's not a lot, right? Don't you think? Or you think because it's so fast, it's like, that's what's alarming?
Well...
Because there's 1 billion people in China, but they said, what about 12,000? Or something like that. They all were over 60 years old.
Right. But see also, and that's the thing about a new virus. That's the thing about new viruses, anyways, is the fact that we can go back to the days of when the white man came to America and killed off all the Indians with the common cold. For one culture, it might be one way, but when COVID-19 came to America, maybe it mutated in a different way. And look, the same thing with Italy. Look at Italy. So I think we're dealing with different strains of the same gene, but it just reacts to different types of people and different types of cultures.
Yeah, you're right, because they said that the corona was already a form of something else we already deal with, like a flu or something. I forget what it is.
Right, well, originally they were calling it this. That's why they call it 19, because this is the 19th strain of the corona gene. So corona has been around for a while. It's just So Corona, which is Latin for crown, Corona has been around for a long time, and it's part of the, if I remember, it's part of the MARS and the SARS kind of family, but this particular strain is number 19, and it's particularly lethal because it really attacks the respiratory system in a way that's never been seen before. So yeah, Corona's been around since the 60s. It's just that this particular strain has been extremely lethal, and it's again extremely contagious without even knowing you have it. So that's why it's been so damning. And again, going back to your original comment about the economy, if we had a vaccine, then I agree that the economy should open again. But at this moment, the only thing you can do, if you know you have it, once you start really feeling it, the only thing you can do is stay at home and drink fucking Gatorade. That's the only thing you can do. So that's the biggest problem, is the fact that if you get sick and then you're giving it to all these other different people, the last thing you want to know, the last thing you want on your fucking mind is knowing that you fucking killed someone because you went to a fucking party or you went to work, you contracted the coronavirus, you kissed your wife, and now fucking 3 weeks later she's dead because she had a pre-existing condition. That's not something I don't think anybody wants to live with. So it'd be better just to be quarantined and shut this shit down so we can flatten that curve and get ahead on this, So that's the way.
Well, I mean, for sure, somebody who's experienced a lot of sickness in my family and a lot of deaths from my family. Me personally, I see the light, man. I see the brightness in the colors. I see the power in the others, like it was no brothers. I see the power in the crowd, like there was no sound, and if there was if there was a song that would never be sung, it would be the strength of Akasan. You know what I mean? Like, I see like it. I see things. But you're right. Like, it is a time where we still gotta be cautious. I still think we might be taking it too far. But that being said, I think we should be cautious too. It does affect people, like my girlfriend, telling me I got corona dick.
Dick.
Like literally. Yeah, well, that's her her thing now. So that's her reason for why we breaking up.
Right.
And stuff like that. So she with another man during these times, and that stuff. That's the stuff that really hurts me, I guess. But It is what it is. Like these are hard times. Yeah, yo. It's
hang in there.
I mean, this is history, right? Like, the next generation is going to be talking about this in history books.
Very much so, man.
I guess we live in history.
Very much so. I survived the Tohoku Fukushima Daiichi disaster. 8-9 years ago?
The what?
The giant earthquake that happened a long time ago.
Shit!
Where we had the nuclear plant was radiating, fucking emitting all this shit. I survived that, and I know friends that have survived wars. We'll be all right with this. This too shall pass.
Yo, Akasan, how come you didn't tell me?
I've been saying this. I was living out here when the earthquake happened in 2011. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was a scary time. It was a scary time back then. It was a scary time now. But same deal, shut down, food disappearing, power. We were running on limited power and all that stuff. I don't think I actually was a YouTuber at that time, but I was posting videos to Facebook. Yeah, so I have videos of that way back when. But yeah, so, all of this is...
So why don't you get out?
What, of Japan? Nah. Where am I gonna go? Yeah, I'm good with where I'm at. Like, we are cool now, but yeah, at that time that was a little scary, and I don't run from things. You face them. You plant yourself like a tree, and you make that. You make the problem. You work on that solution, and you make that happen. So, yeah, nah, but we good now. But my point is the fact that I have seen the best and worst in humanity, and I think this too shall pass, and we just gotta work on this together. Yeah. Right?
Hey, yo, this too shall pass like it never lasts, and the future is experience, so we're gonna pass. We got the strength from the Akasan, leaving the Papasan. We the deafest of never, so the trees are having the light in the streets, and you never know what's gonna happen, so you're gonna be a rapper.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Deshaun. Appreciate the call.
No problem, yo. Thank you, Akasan. Love you, yo.
Take care, man.
Thank you, yo.
Hang in there, man. All right.
All right, God bless.
You too. Peace. All right, my friends, that's going to do it for today. I think we're going to wrap this up. I've been in this weird... Clover! Clover, what did I say? I said that was going to be the last call. Sorry, guys. That'll be it. I've been in this weird hunch position. I don't know what's going on. Recently, as I mentioned during my Suicide Squad stream, I've been having this like stomach problem like for the last couple of months. Like when I drink water or something, I want to throw up. It's really weird. So I'm taking some over-the-counter medicine right now because I don't want to bother the hospitals with my problem right now when they could be helping other people. And but if it continues, I might have to check. But I'm taking some medicine over the weekend. I'm gonna see if it gets better. But it's also weird because I've noticed that I've been sitting in these like let me see if you guys can see it. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, okay, I guess you guys can't really see it. But yeah, okay, never mind. It doesn't really work. But I'm like in this, I'm not really like reclined out so my stomach can like fully flow. Maybe when I play Animal Crossing, I'll just play like this and move the camera a little later. But it's just weird. I think all my intestines are kind of bit like packed in a little too much. So I'm going to try to figure out, like, I don't have a proper gaming chair or anything like that. In fact, you know what? I might roll in my office chair for playing Animal Crossing because my whole back and everything is really stiff right now. So I don't know. I'm going to try to stretch this out. You know, quarantine time, guys. Really take the time to exercise at home. It's been happening for a few months right now. Every time I drink water, I get this gag reflex that I want to throw up. And like that's the biggest problem is like I'm a gulper, if that makes sense. I love drinking water and I love like getting fluids. But when I drink water, when I drink fluids, I do it one shot type of thing, like a lot at the same time. That's just, I like that style because I like that feeling that my my whole body is going through my like you can feel it. You can feel it when your body reacts to it. Smoke them if you got them. Thank you, Santana Jones. I appreciate you, man. But in this particular style now, I can't do it. So I'm always like sipping now, and I hate that. It's really annoying. So, whatever. All right, y'all. I'm going to hop on over to Twitch. If you just want to chill, that's fine. Where's that music? Can you guys hear it? I think you guys, maybe you guys, and you know, I think my homework, if I have the time, depending upon next week, I might be shooting Kingdom next week, the rest of Kingdom. And I have not done VR in a long time. This would be perfect for quarantine. It's just that fucking Animal Crossing is taking my life right now. what I was gonna say is, I will try to include the Skype. I will try to incorporate Skype into the computer and see if I can get it so we can have a better sound quality or something like that. And see if we can do a few things. I got some Animal Crossing alerts. Anyways, give me about 30, 40 minutes. I'm going to switch on over to Twitch, which is AKA underscore plays. Sorry, AKA SAN underscore plays. Akasan underscore plays. Avengers Island is coming along very well. I'm trying to do a Disneyland thing right now where I'm going to try to make the Avengers logo out of flowers. I'm going to crossbreed some purple flowers. Maybe that's my plan today. Town Hall is coming along right now. And maybe I'll try to visit Tarantula Island and things like that. So yeah, Akasan underscore AKA SAN underscore plays. I'll see if I can open up the island or visit my girl Mai or whatever. In fact, I might, if my girlfriend still wants to play. I think she's playing right now. I'll ask her if she just wants to stream and she can talk to you guys while I work on some other stuff. Maybe we'll try that. All right. Hey, and thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys on Twitch in a little bit. Okay. If I start streaming fairly soon, that'll be my girlfriend playing, and if not, it'll just be me, okay? Thank you for the link. All right, guys, I'll see you guys over there. Thank you for chatting with me on this Saturday. As always, I appreciate you guys. Again, this is a world crisis right now. We're struggling. We're all struggling right now. And the best thing you can do is just stay safe. Protect yourself. Protect the ones around you. Wash your hands. And in the words of Harvey Dent, the night is always darkest before the dawn. And the dawn is coming. And more people are following. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll see you next week. Okay? Take care. See you guys on Twitch in a little bit.